Haynes off the mark with a very straight drive. And the ground particularly fast, but running away from Rodney Hogg. I don't think Desmond Haynes timed it quite as he would like. Absolutely raced to the boundary. West Indies scoring at just 1 per over, as Lawson and Rackerman do their job very well for Australia. Gabriel on 1, facing Rackerman. That's more like the Richie Gabriel we expect to see. Lofting 1, 2 bounces and into the long-on fence. So Richie Gabriel has decided it's time to move things along a bit.
And he's away again. And that'll race over those practice pitches there. Rackerman strained down the leg side. Very, very tight from one end. Lawson. But Rackerman has already given away 2 boundaries so far in this over. Hogg to Richard Gabriel. It's in the air and it's safe, landing just inside the circle, but it'll go for 4. So Gabriel's taking advantage, as he should do, of this first 15 overs where the fielders have to be inside that circle. None for 20 in 9. And Gabriel's got that away down through the third man area, 4 more. And Rodney Hogg copying it as well as Carl Rackerman. Richard Gabriel is unorthodox, but very, very dangerous. That's out. Steve Smith takes the catch. Gabriel surprised there by a little bit of extra pace and bounce from Rackerman. Starting off with a smash down the ground, and then was caught in mid-straight.
And a little bit of sigh of relief out there, because Gabriel, who hasn't really played all that well this year, was beginning to look very dangerous. Tried to force there with the back foot, a little bit of bounce, and the ball lobbing up in the air. And Richard Gabriel, of 35 balls, is out for 19. The West Indies 1 for 33.
Richie Richardson, and he faces Rackerman. Gee, that's a good shot. He's a talented young player, this fella. West Indies 1 for 39 in 12. There's problems there for Australia. It looks to me as though Steve Smith has strained something. He's not looking in very good shape at all to me. So he might well have torn a muscle. And landed, looked as though on the point of the elbow. Almost certain to be a dislocation, and the really grave part of that is that the Australian team goes to the West Indies on Wednesday. What a cruel blow. Border to Haynes.
Sweep is out. What a catch! What a great catch by Tom Hogan at backward square leg. He swept that ball and Hogan threw himself to his leg and took one of the best catches you'll ever see.
What a pretty bill. Our classic catches have already been set, because that was a great catch by Tom Hogan. Beautifully swept by Desmond Haynes. He could consider himself a little unlucky to get out from this shot, because he picked that one up beautifully, and Hogan throwing himself to his left. A little lucky probably that it was his natural hand, his left hand, but just the same, what a great snare that was. A magnificent catch, and Desmond Haynes out, and the West Indies 2 for 54.
20 overs completed, 58 for 2. Sweeps and gets that. Racing out towards the boundary, and that's 4 runs beat from Maguire. Almost the exact position where Desmond Haynes was caught. It was in the air for some time, but the fieldsman this time forward of square leg. It's in the air, it's a chance. Coming across his Wessels. He's dropped it! And had to be a sitter. It went high. The great Viv Richards swept from Tom Hogan. Hogan can't believe his luck. Nor can Viv Richards or poor old Kepler Wessels. Should have been taken, Tony Green.
Yes, an attempted swoop shot, top edge, over the top of Marsh's head. He thought about going. Wessels came around and bobbed out there, trying to go for it on the second occasion, and that's a big blow.
In the air and wide of the fieldsman Rodney Hogg, and once again into the boundary. again. Richie Richardson with that very fine sweep. He's got it down to perfection. Brings him another boundary.
Beautiful shot this by Richardson. Great. Absolutely magnificent. Full stretch. The catch of a master. And after seeing that catch, it's hard to visualise what an Australian team will be like without Rodney Marsh. That wasn't a magnificent catch by Rodney Marsh. Richardson going for the hook shot, bit of glove, bit of back there, and Marsh getting across to his left. He was there by himself. Flung out that left hand as we've seen so often in international cricketer, and he brought off a magnificent snap. So Richardson out. The 31st over, the 43, Port Marsh bowled Lawson, and the West Indies 3 for 116.
It's a good shot. Beaten in the flight, but still recovered and cut it away fine of the man at point. Very, very fast down in that area. And very little chance of cutting it off once it gets away from you. That's a great shot from Clive Lloyd. Yeah, now it's difficult. Oh, what an effort in the end. Rodney Hogg. I wouldn't have liked to have been under that, I can tell you. I don't think Rodney Hogg was too keen about it either, but he got it at the second attempt. That was a very difficult catch. He swallows hard, but in the end he grabbed it.
I doubt whether Kepler Wessels could have said anything to him, would have put it down, but that had a lot of height to it, and Rodney Hogg getting underneath it, then having to go back at the last moment. Did come out for air for a moment, and then Hoggy just latching onto it with a couple of fingers, and he couldn't believe it. And what a relief Rodney Hogg. A vital catch that, because it's got rid of Clive Lloyd, who was a real problem for the Australians. Lloyd going for the big hit, put Hogg, bowled Vessels for 11, and the West Indies 4 for 137.
Harry Gomes holds it up very high for the short man. It's a nice deflection, that could be 4. Very valuable runs. It's in the air and it brings up the 50 for Viv Richards. Got to win 7 today. Goes to 51 and hasn't let the big crowd down. He loves them on the cricket ground as Viv Richards. Strokes on both sides of the wicket. And he's got time to go on and make 100. Here with 10 overs to go.
Viv Richards 50 coming 85 minutes and the 59 deliveries.
It's a big hit, it's straight, there's a man there, he's under it, and he's caught it! Wessels getting the extra out from Hughes' surprise, and it's Hogan again, and that man Hogan with a straight pair of hands, and Viv Richards falling for the tackling, and straight down his throat with one arm.
It's absolutely remarkable how so many batsmen underestimate Kepler Wessels, who bowls very straight, compels the batsman to play straight, as Richards does on this occasion. The man specifically dropped back at long on for that chance. And once it went into those hands of Hogan, it was not going to get out. Absolutely safe as houses. So, exit Viv Richards, 5-173.
Vessels to Dujion.
It's in the air, it's safe. Ball out, knocks it down, but knocks it into the gun.
Oh, well fielded. He hasn't. Oh, that is very, very well done down there by Lawson. Well fielded first of all by Hughes. Lawson somehow managed, or was it Vessels? Vessels it was. Lawson somehow managed to skip it back onto the stumps. It was well struck by Geoffrey Dujion. 2 desperate pieces of fielding. Vessels first of all with the left hand, spearing in a return, and what a good take by Geoffrey Lawson. Off went the bars. A difficult decision from umpire Peter McConnell. Dujion was struggling. In fact, it was just out of his crease, but 2 fine pieces of fielding. A bit of appeal there for RBW, and Lawson, in so doing, just wastes a little bit of time. He's not happy. I think quite simply there, I don't really know what he's complaining about. He was standing there appealing, and the West Indians decided that they'd snap up a single. Well, I know what he was complaining about, Tony. He was complaining about the fact that the LBW decision had been turned down. But Geoffrey Dujion along, certainly across a fair way. Dujion doing his best to get the West Indian team as many over 300, over 200 as possible. This is in the air, but just out of the reach of Phillips there, moving around from mid-off. Kyle Rackerman about to start the last over. 49 have gone, 5 for 208 the West Indians. It's Dujion on strike. They'll really go for it now. Well, he's nicked it and it's gone fine down towards the third man boundary. 4 runs, just a little lucky that run from Dujion. I think he was trying to hit it over the top of mid-off. He's hit that in the air and it's going down into the gap at mid-wicket. Hogan's after it, he won't get there. That's another 4 to Dujion. That's 2 4s to him in this over. 10 off the over, 4 balls. He's got that one away too, and it's very wide. They're coming back for the second. No, yes, there's been a misfield. Dean Jones may have caused a few problems there for Larry Gomes in particular. He was halfway down the pitch. So just taking his eye from it and just losing control of that ball just for a fraction. Dujion wasn't going even through for the second run. Well, that's straight down the ground. They're going for 2, that's 222. The West Indies have scored 222. 4.4 to win this match now for Australia.
Well, that was a tremendous effort by the Australians. They had setbacks there with Greg Ritchie injured early on, a knee injury that may well stop him batting. They had Steve Smith with that awful injury to his shoulder, a dislocation and torn ligaments as well. And then in the field, they had Kepler Wessels put down Viv Richards when he made only 7th. We pick up play now in the 6th over. Joel Garner is bowling to Wessels, who's on 6. Your commentators Ian Chappell and Bill Lowe.
Good shot from Wessels. Just opened the face of the bat. Guided it past Eldine Baptiste. Jones quickly back for the 3rd. It's well run. Good shot from Jones. Picking up the first boundary of the innings. Nice piece of time.
There's an air of confidence coming into the Australian batting, and the crowd sense that. Beautiful deflection off his pads, is holding just straight to weak stump.
And he's gone. So the first blood to the West Indians. Dean Jones goes. Caught at the wicket by Geoffrey Dujion, Michael Holding. Holding has bowled so well in this series to date. Strikes for Clive Lloyd.
With movement off the wicket as Dean Jones there just tries an ambitious drive. And disappointed Dean Jones out for 12 as he went for that off drive. 1 for 23.
Good shot. No ball call. And this outfield is fast today. No chance of Clive Lloyd catching that. Good shot from Kepler Wessels.
Oh, good shot, beautifully played by Kim Hughes. Picked up off his leg, smashed away the square leg, 1 bounce ball. Wessels has 20 of 38 balls. Oh, this is going to be out of your head. He misses. Ooh. Roger Harper put off 2 superb run-outs in Perth last weekend, and this would have been another one. Beautiful save, got across quickly, had a great look at them, and just throwing just about 8 inches wide of the stumps. Kepler Wessels giving it up halfway down the wicket. Oh, this will be tight, and he's missed the stumps, and this is going to be 5. Well, that's just what the doctor ordered for Australia.
Tremendous boundary there for Kepler Wessels. Nice bit of timing and just beating the man out there very deep in the outfield. That's a fine shot from Wessels. No one back on the boundary. And Kepler Wessels producing 2 boundaries in the last 2 overs. And the West Indies must be worried by this partnership. That's a well-timed shot, picking the gap beautifully. And if they can get those singles and keep bringing up the odd boundary, Viv Richards is going to have some real problems. Gabriel at deep point. Oh, and misfield. And he really has had a very ordinary day out there in the outfield.
And I bet Viv Richards is absolutely furious. Richards has got his hands on his hips. He's glaring down towards the square point area, and now he's taking disciplinary action.
Well, that's amazing, because Gus Logie, who had 3 stitches in the split webbing in his hand, has come onto the field, and Kim Hughes is not too thrilled about it. He's having a chat to Viv Richards. Desmond Haynes at deep point, and Kepler Wessels has brought up his 50.
He's having a pretty good match, Kepler Wessels. Taking wickets and scoring runs.
Gus Logie going back. Oh, he's dropped it. Made ground beautifully, Gus Logie. But he couldn't take the catch. He has split his webbing earlier in the week.
Fine shot. There's a man out there at deep point, so it'll only be the single. Viv Richards will scream the place down at that. A hesitation out there by the man picking up the ball. Got 2 men screaming down, and one look and that man will be enough, I should think.
Unless the wheel's starting to fall off for the West Indian side, he picks up the 54, King Hughes, and that's a great knock. It's a slow, it's going to be very close. He's safely home, that brings up the 50. Tremendous ovation for Garner at the Melbourne cricket ground.
And here at the MCG, 31 overs gone. Australia ahead on the comparative run rate. They need 4.46. They're going well. Oh, trouble here. After Wilson going to pick up an overthrow there as well. No one able to back up there. Viv Richards is having a torrid time there. Well, that's out. Must be plumb, that one. Locker Marshall gets Hughes. Not Johnson, the umpire. That could have gone anywhere, but really stumped about halfway up, I should think.
Beautiful piece of bowling. It was a fine innings from King Hughes. Great fast bowler Michael Marshall. Got to come back off the scene, but he was plumb. No doubt at all. His force cutting across, straightened up, and he took middle and leg stumping up. And Noel Johnson had no hesitation whatsoever, leaving a fine innings from the Australian captain. Tremendous ovation here at the Melbourne cricket ground. And Australia now 2 for 132.
It's good placement. Pick the wide open spaces of the offside. Desmond Haynes with a desperate dive. I think all beats him. And Australia are going to need a couple more of those. It's high in the air and going to mid-on. Fieldsman safely under it is Malcolm Marshall, and that is a very big blow to the West Indies, and also an enormous blow to the Australian chances. Kepler Wessels caught by Malcolm Marshall.
Hogan brought back into the attack. He got right under it, a bit high in the air, and no problems here for Malcolm Marshall at all. Well, that was certainly a fine innings by Kepler Wessels. We set the stage here for Australian victory. For 77 of 109 balls. Caught by Marshall for bowling of Holding. Australia 3 for 161.
Ritchie coming in at the fall of the 3rd wicket. He's come with a runner, Dean Jones. Becoming a more difficult task every over. 7 wickets in hand. Steve Smith has a very bad injury. Ritchie is out there with the runner. An edge, and well taken there by Geoffrey Dujion. Marvellous catch, moving away to his right. And that ball wasn't far off the ground when he took it. Tremendous effort from the West Indies keeper.
Yes, Dujion having to move away to his right there to make that catch. Ritchie went driving the ball just outside of stump. Ritchie up for 4, and Australia now 4 for 169.
Well, Marsh has been one of Australia's most consistent players in this series so far. Playing very well. He'll give an extra run. Probably Desmond Haynes misfield, a little bit close. Marsh just beats the return home.
To the air, Dujion the man going for it, he's got the cap off, he's taking his time, he's got it, and Border is out. That's a vital breakthrough. Border out of form, trying to hit down the ground. Look at the West Indians, they're to right it.
So a vital wicket, Border up and under, and Jeffrey Dujion, good judgment by him. He called it early, flipped off the cap, and into the safe gloves of Jeffrey Dujion. An elated keeper too, no doubt. Great breakthrough for the West Indies, and now Australia struggling a little, 5 for 176.
That's the comparison. It's definitely going to be a photo finish, and Australia have to win this match to stay in the final series. The West Indies leading 1-0. Oh, yes, so through the hands of Agustin Logie, the substitute was racing out on the wicket will go. Gomes in pursuit, that's 4. What a breakthrough. And this field at a crisis point of this game. Dear, Marsh with 16 runs off 12 balls, tried to put him over with wicket, and Joel Garner, 2 straight, 2 consistent. Bowled the puppy wicket keeper.
Big Joel never far away from those stumps. Wasn't impressed with that previous misfield on that occasion, just a little bit shorter than Rodney Marsh. Picked the ball up to him a little bit further for the greater part of this over. And that ends the innings of Rodney Marsh. And who knows, it may be his last appearance in the international arena for Australia. Did his best today. And the big bird, Joel Garner, putting an end to the innings of Rodney Marsh. Standing ovation from the crowd at the MCG. Possibly hoping that they'll be back again tomorrow, but just in case, saying goodbye to one of their fondest sons.
That's the situation. It's a big ground, the Melbourne cricket ground. You earn your 4s, you hit it hard. Square boundaries and the long boundaries are massive hits. It's up there. Holding's quick. He drops it. Oh, word. Lawson goes over. Goes in as he scrambles. So what the Hogan can't believe that. Made the ground well enough and put it down.
It'll be Tom Hogan.
It's a good pitch. A look for 2 of Holding. He's very quick. Yeah, he picks it up. Oh, well run, Jeffrey Lawson. That was just a fraction wide and the crowd go wild as Lawson made his ground. Good shot, that big slow, but it could be 4. Ground is coming under this 4. Oh, beauty Geoff Lawson, the crowd rise to their feet. 6 for 209. 14 runs required. 2 overs. Holding and Garner will be the bowlers. Hogan on strike. Swing, it could be out. Logan's got him. Straight to Logan. Big wicket. That was a vital one. Held that catch. Holding 2 fast, 2 straight for Tom Hogan.
It's not only the fact that he's outdoor, but that's 1 less ball now that the Australians to score from. Hogan taking the risk, did the right thing, tried to pick it up, just hit it on the bottom of the bat and didn't hit it as well as he would have liked. And Gus Logie at mid-wicket taking a nice, easy catch. So Australia now 7 for 209. Tom Hogan on the way back to the pavilion.
9 balls remaining. 13 runs. Unbelievable finish this. Full pitch, he's down. That hurt. That was attempted Yorker, there was a friction high. Jeffrey Lawson in the chest is all heart, so he will come back fighting hard. He's making the field change with 10 runs required. He's bringing his mid-on up and his mid-off's going back, so the way for Geoff Lawson to go is to go straight down the ground on the onside. He's looking for the elusive boundary they so badly need. Joel Garner. And he gets it. Gets it wide, that's 4. Facing out towards the boundary. That's desperate runs for Australia. Well played, Geoff Lawson. The big man went for the order. It was wide. Geoff Lawson put back the ball and it raced away.
Take your time, Geoffrey Lawson. 6 runs, 4 balls. The challenge now down a little.
The pressure is enormous on the batsman. Dujion, safe! Haynes the first one, will they go for 2? They go, the throw's coming in, it's the bowler's in. Marsh is out! A great return from Desmond Haynes. What a great return, so only 1 run from that shot. Not the 2 as Hogg has run out, but still a run. The wicket unimportant at this stage with Lawson still on strike.
Rodney Hogg very slow there, Bill, between the stumps. In fact, I thought that he may have thought it was going to be thrown at the other end. And what a beautiful return from Desmond Haynes and a great take by Joel Garner, getting it down to those stumps and removing the bails like lightning.
It's not over yet, not by a long way, says Geoff Lawson. As big Joel Garner comes in, can he bowl it straight? Can he hit him down the ground? That's the question being asked. He hits it. It could be 4, it's going out. Wilson Davis the first one. Fields. 3 runs. Oh, what a finish. 2 for a win.
And 2 balls remaining. Also, now the pressure comes on to Viv Richards because all Australia have got to do is make contact and run through for that quick single. What a finish to this game, and full credit to Geoffrey Lawson, showing a lot of cricket intelligence. Even came down there, had a chat to Rackerman. Suddenly the pressure is not only on the West Indies outfield, but it suddenly comes onto the infield too.
That's it. Beauty. 1 run to win.
Viv Richards out there generaling his troops, and he's bringing them all in. He knows the situation of the game now. Australia, 1 run. They come in from the outfield, they're coming from everywhere. Richards putting the pressure on. Just 1 ball. The last thing that Viv Richards would want to do, and no doubt he's told Joel Garner, don't bowl a wide, don't bowl a no ball. That's the first thing that the West Indies have to do. Look at that field around Lawson. He's surrounded. Carl Rackerman, back up, son.
Run for everything as Joel Garner comes in the crowd, all standing here at the moment through the ground. Out is run out and the West Indies win. What an end to a magnificent final. A tie, so the West Indies win the Benson Hedges World Series Cup. Scores are level. A run out off the last ball, a great piece of work by Jeffrey Dujion, the wicketkeeper. Didn't panic under pressure, they went through, didn't make contact, and the ball hit the stumps, the run out was effected, and the match is tied. What a finish piece that goal.
Yes, and what pressure, Bill. Disappointed Geoff Lawson. Australia so close and yet so far.
This has been another presentation